Okay, now that you guys hopefully watched that short video clip on like what compound interest is, how it differs from simple interest, compound interest continually builds on the amount you deposit plus any other interest that you earn from year to year or from week to week or however it's compounded. Um, and so the formula is a little bit more complicated, but it's still pretty easy because you're just going to plug in those pieces that are listed and then you're going to plug into Desmos. So just like simple interest, this example one says Robert deposits $3,500. There is still a principal deposit amount, in this case, $3,500. There is still a percentage given. $3,500 is getting 3.53% interest. Now, what's different about this is how it's compounded. Compounded means how often they calculate interest and add to your balance. And in this account, it says it's compounded weekly, okay? Then it says, what will the balance be, at the after 1 year? So in this case, our time value is just 1, okay? Before I do anything else, I'm going to break down a little bit of this. So bear with me because this computer is not really easy to write on. Sorry, I was trying to be color coordinated. Okay, so I have a principal value of 3,500, nothing crazy there. I have a rate of 3.53%. Now we should already know that that's out of 100, and that's how we typed it in yesterday. I don't want to get more complicated, but I'm trying to make this as basic as possible for you to plug into. So if you are typing these into any compound interest, it's going to be simpler to type in the decimal form instead of leave it as a fraction. So we're going to type in 3.53% as the decimal 0.0353. So I'm going to put that in as my rate, 0.0353. And I found that by dividing it by 100. Okay. You guys, when you're doing these, you should be listing out your P, your R, your N, and your T values, and then plug it into your formula. The N value in this case is how often it gets compounded, and that is weekly. You guys, just like if we are calculating paychecks or whatever, there are 52 weeks in a year, so that means it happens 52 times. And the time value in this case is just 1 year, so nothing crazy there. We're going to plug into this formula up at the top that says B equals, that's the account balance. Account balance is equal to the principal times 1 plus the rate divided by N to the NT. So I'm going to plug in what's missing. First thing that's missing is my principal value of 3,500. So I'm replacing P with 3,500. Then I have open parentheses, 1 plus my rate divided by N. You guys remember we already converted that rate to 0.0353, so we're just going to run with that. Divided by my N value of 52. Go ahead and leave that like that. To the exponent of N times T. So this is going to be 52 times my T value of 1. It looks a little ugly because of the way I typed it in with all the different colors. But all we're going to do is go over to Desmos and copy exactly what we wrote down. So it looked like 3,500 and then open parentheses, 1 plus my rate of 0.0353 divided by my N value of 52, close your parentheses, and then you can either use your Shift 6 or you can open up your keyboard and use that AB key, and it needs to get raised to the NT power. So my N value was 52 and my T value in this case was a 1. Not that that really made a difference, okay? So this is the account balance at the end of 1 year. So this is the original $3,500 and the interest that was earned. It looks like $3,625, and then 0.713 is just going to round off at 71 because that last third numbers are 3. 3625.71. That is my compound interest amount and my account balance at the end of the first year, 3625.71.